we're getting more and more on our side every single day. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about the world famous rapper, actor, director, media mogul, basketball league, Big Three owner, Ice Cube. He was going to be in the movie called Oh Hell No alongside Jack Black that was going to start filming this winter, but he declined the offer. And declining the offer meant that he left $9 million on the table. $9 million cold hard cash. Now, why did he do that? Why did he leave the set? Was there something wrong with Jack Black? Something wrong with the movie? Did they want to put him in the dress? Like, what's going on? Well, they wanted him to get the vax, and he didn't want to get it. So he says, you know what? Y'all can't buy me like that. It's not going to be this whole thing of, if you want to get the money, if you want to get the role, you got to get the vax. He's like, nope, not going to do it. I'll walk away and do something else. And salute to Ice Cube for that. Shout out to him for standing up for what's right, not letting them force a vax that he does not want on him. Shout out to him. Now, if he wants to get it, or if you want to get it on your own, then go ahead. That's your business. That's your prerogative or whatever. But I support him not wanting to get forced to get the vax that is not, I think he wants to do. 100%. Now, some of you guys may be saying, well, that ain't nothing, ABL. That's $9 million. What's that to Ice Cube? He's rich already. He's a mega millionaire or whatever. Well, I don't know about his finances specifically. I know he was a pretty well-off guy. But regardless of what, I don't care if you Elon Musk or a regular normie on the street. $9 million is still $9 million. That's no chump change at all right there. That's still a pretty big amount of money, right? So for him to leave that money on the table over the vax mandate is very big, very big. And not just the money, but also the movie role, because that could be a really big movie. He could kind of keep the ball rolling as far as his acting career if he wants to. I'm not saying he has to, but he could if he wanted to. So that's a pretty big thing to turn down over the vax mandate. Just like our guy Kyrie Irving turning down the opportunity to play NBA basketball for the Brooklyn Nets this year over the vax mandate in New York City. He's slated to lose $17 million in just this 1 year. $17 million. And this is also the end of his contract. So this is an extension year. He could be in talks right now to sign an extension with New Jersey for $100 million, $200 million. But because he did not want to get the vax and he's not playing, I'm not sure how they're going to have those talks, right? So you're talking about tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars left on the table. And shout out to these guys for doing that. They say you can't buy my integrity for millions of dollars. Now, don't get it twisted. Anybody out there that had to get the vax to work, I understand. You're not necessarily trying to live high on the hog and be fancy and fly and get you a brand new car or a watch. You're just trying to pay bills, take care of your kids, and put food in your mouth. I understand that 100%. So this is not for you. This is for those who have options to do other things, who can take a hit in their career, who can lose money because of a thing that they don't want to do that's being forced on them. 100%. I'm kind of in that position to where I can kind of pick and choose a little bit. You know, even still, if somebody said, hey, ABL, you want $9 million? I'd be like, yeah, I love $9 million. But if they said, hey, you know what, there's strings attached, you got to do something strange for the $9 million. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, hold your horses. Okay, let's not do that. I'm not going to be able to do that now, all right? Even if I was dead broke, there are certain lines I'm not going to cross, right? And the vax, especially for me right now, is one of them. I'm just not going to do it. And this is why it's kind of weird when people say that a lot of influencers are paid to say certain things that they don't want to say. I mean, I guess some guys would do that, but me, I'm not a Hollywood actor. If I was, I'd take this handsome face and go straight to Hollywood Boulevard right now, Beverly Hills, get my headshots, make something work. You know, I don't want to meet no Harvey Weinstein up there. I ain't trying to sit on nobody's casting couch, but I'll go and do a good toothpaste commercial, get a few $100s. But anyway, I digress. The point is that I'm not a Hollywood actor. I'm not a very good person to get on TV and tell you a lie. That's just not me. What you're getting right now is 100% authentic. So it wouldn't even make sense for me to get on here and tell you a thing that's false. And if I wanted to really get some money and throw away all my integrity, all my morality, and just start lying to you guys, I'd be on the left, because the grift is real on the left. Oh, it's crazy. You know, get the vax and get on TV and start lying about stuff and just do whatever you want because they got the bag. You don't have any morality. Just do whatever. I would never do that. I feel like as far as the kind of growth I have, I could do that on the left as well, just by being me, but I am just being myself. So I couldn't be any other way other than that. You understand what I'm saying? And this is kind of a long-winded way to say that I'm not going to do things that is going to that's going to challenge my integrity, or I'm not going to throw it away. And I think that's the same thing that Ice Cube and Kyrie Irving are on. But again, some guys got to take the vax because, hey, man, I got to eat. I got kids. What am I to do? I'm not trying to be homeless. I'm not trying to be out here denying my wife and kids a place to live. I 100% get it. But if you have the option to decline certain things and you're still going to be okay, then maybe you should. And even sometimes, if it's a matter of, you know, I got to get this money regardless, sometimes your integrity's got to kick in. Aside from the whole vax thing, if they say, you know what, hey, man, I know you're kind of hard on money. Let's go rob this bank right quick. Okay. Aside from the illegality, is that right to do? Is it okay to steal money from somebody? You see what I'm saying? So I think everyone has lines they're not going to cross. And ultimately, I like this as far as Ice Cube being a big figure. People look to Cube and they say, hey, what is he doing? How can I be more like him? How can I get money like him? So when they see something like this going on, they're like, oh, okay, well, maybe I can feel better about my hesitation toward getting the vax. You know, maybe I can feel free to make a decision based on what I want to do rather than what someone tells me is right to do. Okay, because this right here is not even a matter. It's not even a matter of morality getting the vax or not. Robbing the bank, that's morality, legality involved in that. Is it right to steal from somebody? Is it legal to steal from somebody? That's legality and morality. But when it comes to the vax, that should be a personal decision, right? That's what you want to do. It's the same thing as getting cosmetic surgery. That's really on you. That's your personal business. It's not a matter of morality. That's just you. And the same thing with the vax. I don't say that you shouldn't get it or that you should. I say make your own mind up. Have personal agency over yourself to make that decision. And I think that's what Ice Cube did. And again, salute to him. He's a rich guy. Okay, great. But 9 million is still 9 million. It's a movie role. Nope, don't want it. Kyrie Irving, 17 million. Nope, don't want it. And I'm reading a lot of comments, a lot of these different places, Shade Room and whatnot, a lot of these black-centered Instagram and Twitter and Facebook sites. And 99.9% of the people there are supporting Ice Cube. They support Kyrie Irving. They support Dave Chappelle. But once you go to the mainstream media, once you go to the NAACP, the useless organization that it is, when you go to these people on these big platforms, they'll say that it's racist to not have a vax mandate. It's racist to put, quote unquote, black folks in danger, although we all know that the vax does not stop the spread. According to, again, one more time for those in the back who didn't hear me before when I said this, CDC Director Rochelle Walensky says that the vax does not prevent transmission, does not prevent. It doesn't mean it slows it down or it kind of stops it, does not prevent. It's crystal clear. No need to try to interpret what that means. It doesn't prevent it, period. Okay, so what's the purpose in getting the vax? Then they keep talking about all these booster shots. Do you know they're on booster number 4? That's like, what? I heard about booster number 3. They were kind of rolling it out. They were talking about it. I'm not sure it had made it out there in the wild just yet. But now they're talking about booster number 4. I mean, how many shots are you going to take? Is it only going to be 4, or is it going to be 4 more next year? Are you going to take this like a subscription, HBO Plus, Netflix, or something like that? Grubhub, whatever kind of thing you got going on, the food delivery, is it going to be on that level? how much will this cost? Because somebody's paying for it. It's free to you, maybe, but it's being paid for somewhere. How much is it going to cost the taxpayer? Billions, up to $1 trillion. This whole thing is dumb. The vax mandate is dumb. If you want to get it, that should be your choice, your prerogative. I think it's probably tighten it up a little bit rather than all these boosters every day. They probably should kind of get that figured out, but that's your choice, your prerogative. And shout out to all the guys who are against the mandate. It's not even about being anti-vax or being, what they say, vax hesitant or critical. It's not even about that. It's about having your choice. You can be pro-vax and also pro-choice at the same time. How about that? Because it's your choice to get the vax. You shouldn't be forced into doing it. You know, I heard Joe Biden say that, we tried to do it the right way, try to give everybody every opportunity to get it on their own, and they didn't want to do it. Now we got to force it. Well, forcing it will make the acceptance rate worse. You're going to continue to have labor shortages in trucking, public safety, and food service, hospitality. You're going to have labor problems. You're going to continue to have inflation as a result of the labor problems. You're going to have businesses sink due to not having the labor, not having the supply. You're ruining the country and the economy over forcing a thing that, in my humble opinion, does not work very well. If it worked that well, then why are we on booster number 4? How many flu shots do you get in a year? Is it one every month like a Netflix subscription? I don't think so. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about Ice Cube's stance on the vax mandate and declining to get $9 million from the movie role? Whatever your thoughts on that are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I stand. I support everyone who supports freedom. Freedom of choice. If you want to get the vax, go for it. I'm not trying to stop you. I'm not trying to say don't do it. Go out there and get that if you want it. Go for it. But if you don't want to, you shouldn't be forced to do it. And then some are going to say, you're not being forced, ABL. You have a choice. Get the vax or don't have a job. Well, it's like, come on. Again, people got kicked. Like, if it was me and I was broke and I had a job to where they were talking about vax mandate, I can quit that job. And for real, I could be homeless or sleeping in my truck if I wanted to, because it's just me. You know, if I was single, if it was just me, no wife, no kids or nothing like that. But if you're a guy that has a wife and 4 kids and you got a house, I mean, you're being forced to get the vax because you got to be able to eat. You got to be able to take care of these bills. You can't just be homeless, get evicted, get foreclosed on, have your credit, your life ruined. You can't do it. They're forcing you to get the vax. We should be free in America. Like Floyd Mayweather said, we should be land of the free, home of the brave. The vax mandate is totally un-American, in my humble opinion. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.